consonant to start with, please, Lily.
Thank you. N.
And another one, thanks.
C.
And another.
S.
And a vowel, please.
E.
And another consonant.
P.
And a vowel, please.
I.
And another vowel.
A.
And another vowel, please.
O.
And a consonant to finish, thanks.
And last letter, G.
And 30 seconds. How many this time, Judith?
8, Richard.
That is great. What about you, Brad?
Just a 5.
Let's start there.
Pages.
And your 8, Judith?
Escaping.
That sounds very good, David. Are you happy?
I'm very happy. It's a great 8. Well done, Judith. And I thought that you may have found space with your 5, Brad. Canopies is another 8 there, and it relates to a mosquito net over a 4-poster bed. But, of course, it's also the roof of a jungle or a tarpaulin.
Great finds and great score for Judith, 8 points. Well, it's time for some more numbers now, and Brad, Judith has been fixed on the family mix. What would you like?
I like the anti-family mix, please. The 4 large and 2 small.
4 large and 2 small. I like
now
that
we don't get that very often. We usually call that the heavyweight, but that's a real turn up for the books.
Yeah, look, I enjoy it every so often. Enjoy a challenge. Our numbers, 7 and 4. And the 4 large, of course, are 75, 25, 50 and 100s. And the target number is 137.
Small target. Well, Brad, it was a nice, brave number selection, but how close did you get?
1 off, 136.
136, good work. Judith?
Exactly the same, 136.
136, OK. Well, Brad, tell us how you got there.
100 plus 25 is 125.
100 plus 25 is 125.
Plus the 7 and the 4 is 136.
Plus 7 and the 4 is 136.
Nice work, Brad. And Judith, did you use the same approach?
Exactly the same.
Would you just verify that you have used the same approach? So, Lily, we're 1 off. I mean, it almost seems a shame with such huge numbers there that we've got such a small total, but was it easy to get to?
It wasn't easy, and in fact, I might need a little bit more time.
A little bit more time to see if you can get there while we take a break. Let's look at the scores first, though. Judith and Brad have both scored 7 for that round because they've done well just being 1 off. So Brad's on 27, Judith is on 34. We're heading for that break, and your word mix, which is gang pelt. And the clue this time, from the hen in the garden. Back in a while.
Next in World News Australia, world leaders call for the Syrian president to step down. And scary news, global markets slump on new warnings of a recession. Details shortly.
We may be facing the loss of a third of all species on our planet.
Journalist Oliver Steeds asks, are we placing animal life over human rights? Conservation's Dirty Secrets, Tuesday 8:30 SBS 1.
art of knitting. There's now a fun and easy way to learn. Every week, collect your yarn to knit your throw and get a superb magazine with step-by-step instructions and fashionable projects. Part 1, your Getting Started DVD, needles and yarn, only $2.95.
From little things, big things grow. From little things, big things grow.
Nearly half of all Australian workers have joined something run only to benefit her interests, his interests, and their interests. Something that could mean tens of thousands of dollars more for their retirement.
From little things, big things grow.
Industry super funds, run only to benefit members.
Welcome back. Yes, from the hen in the garden you might get an eggplant. Well, we have had a little break, but Lily, I think, has had a big breakthrough. Did you get there?
I certainly
You're
have.
smiling.
I'll talk you through it. Okay, so 75 plus 50 is 125, and right now we're 12 away. If you divide 100 by 25, that gives you 4. So we've got a 4, another 4, and a 7. 7 minus one of the 4s is 3. 3 by the other 4 is 12. 125 plus that 12 is 137.
Well, that certainly was the way to go, and I can see why that took just a little bit longer than 30 seconds. So let's check those scores. Brad is on 27, Judith is on 34. As we head into our final games for tonight, starting with the letters, and Judith, you to choose.
Thank you. I'll start with a consonant again, please.
Thanks, Judith. D.
And a vowel, please.
E.
And another consonant.
R.
And another one, please.
W.
And a vowel.
U.
And another vowel.
O.
And a consonant, please.
N.
And another consonant.
T.
And a vowel, please.
And lastly, E.
I'll start the clock. Well, our last letters, Judith, how did you go?
A 7.
And you, Brad?
Also a 7.
Let's start with yours.
Towered.
And yours, Judith?
Rewound.
They both sound like good ways to finish, David.
I should just check rewound just to be duly diligent, as that is my job. And rewind, and the past of rewind is rewound. Well played, good 7s, both players. I would have asked for a consonant, that last letter, instead of a vowel, because already in that first block of 8 was undertow. It was an E, couldn't do much with that, but still a ripper of a word, or a rip of a word, undertow for 8.
Very nice work indeed. But well done to Judith and Brad, 7 points each. We're on to our final numbers game now, and there are only 7 points between Judith and Brad. So anybody could take this game. Brad, what would you like for these numbers?
Let's go with another heavyweight, 4 large and 2 small.
Thanks, Brad. That's 4 large and 2 small. And our numbers. 7 and 10, and the 4 large, of course, 100, 50, 75, and 25. The target to reach is 913.
Oh, heavyweight target. Brad, how close did you get?
3 off, 916.
916, good stuff. Judith?
9:15.
9:15. One closer. Fingers crossed. All right, well, you're the closest. Please take us there.
Okay, 10 by 100.
10 by 100 is 1,000.
Minus 75.
Minus-
And I've done it again. I've used the 10 twice.
Oh,
Sorry.
dear. OK, so you've made a mistake, Judith.
I have. Sorry.
So we're back to you, Brad.
Carry on right from there. 10 times 100 minus the 75 is 925.
Is 925.
Minus the 7 is 918.
918.
Minus 50 divided by 25 is 916.
Minus 2 is 916.
So, very nice work indeed, Brad. You're just 3 off the target. We had another heavyweight here, Lily. Did you like this heavyweight?
Oh, it was really tricky, but I got there in the end. I'll talk
Okay.
you through it. Now, 75 divided by 25 is 3. 100 minus 3 is 97. By 10 is 970. Now, 970 minus 50 is 920. Minus the 7 is 913.
What a great solution. Well done, Lily. I think that it's another kitchen sink, isn't it? You've used everything there. Great result. Well done. But well done to Brad as well. 7 points. It simply doesn't get any closer at this stage of the game. So, of course, our final game, the conundrum, will be the decider. So let's reveal tonight's conundrum. Your time starts now. A very decisive stamp. What do you think, Brad?
It's wrong. I was going to say apparel, but there's a W.
I'm afraid it's not apparel, so I'm going to restart the clock. And Judith, you have the remaining time. So, there has been no response from Judith, and that means that we should have a look first of all at our conundrum solution. And it is wallpaper. But because the buzzers didn't sound, we still have tied scores, 41 each. So we need a tiebreaker conundrum. So let's reveal the tiebreaker conundrum. Your time starts now. Judith, what do you think?
Intruding.
I think she's got it. Let's check the conundrum solution. And it is intruding. So with those extra 10 points, and now with a total of 51, our winner tonight is carryover champion, Judith. Oh, but what a finale, Brad. That was a great game, and it doesn't get any closer or more suspenseful than that. So well played, and of course, a dictionary to take home.
Thank you, Richard.
Judith, gee, what a finale. How did you feel during that?
Sweaty palms, actually.
Well done, and we look forward to seeing you on Monday night.
Thank you.
Well, spectacular finale, but gee, we have run out of time. Good night, David.
See you on Monday.
Have a good weekend, Lily.
Bye, Richard.
And thank you for playing along with us all of this week. You have a great weekend too, and we will see you with more brain-testing treats at 6 o'clock on Monday night. Until then, good night.
Challenge and entertain yourself with the Letters and Numbers puzzle books, available at Timex.